Hello, my name is Jonathan Hocker, and today we will be taking a look into quick service restaurant trends. The presentation today will discuss the companies and the data being used, the biggest movers trending upwards and downwards, analysis of the big movers, segment trends, deciding factors for success or failure of a chain, investment recommendation with location, financial projection, weather concerns, geographical impact, and sanitation issues before being all wrapped up together at the end. Every year, QSR magazine releases a top 50 of companies. Each company is categorized into a segment. For example, McDonald's is in the burger segment. QSR looks at factors such as system-wide sales, average sales per unit, company units, total units, and change in units. To discover trends and prepare a recommendation, data from QSR Top 50 2014 to 2019 will be used. Please note that the pizza segment also includes restaurants that may also serve pasta. Since the 2014 QSR Top 50, 6 restaurants have risen in rank by at least 6 positions. These are Wingstop, Jersey Mike's, In-N-Out Burger, El Pollo Loco, Firehouse Subs, and Little Caesars. Due to a three-way tie at +6 between the 3 companies, 6 companies will be looked at for this purpose. As shown from the visual on the screen, all companies have steadily been climbing in sales since 2014. Little Caesars almost doubled in sales from 2014 to 2015, and recently In-N-Out Burger, Jersey Mike's, and Wingstop have all seen large sales growths. Of course, as companies rise up in the top 50, some have to fall. Since the 2014 QSR Top 50, 6 restaurants have dropped in rank by at least 6 positions. They are Jason's Deli, Boston Market, Papa Murphy's, Long John Silver's, Church's Chicken, and White Castle. Due to Long John Silver's dropping out of the QSR Top 50 after 2015, Jason's Deli will take the place as the 5th company to be looked at. Since 2014, most of these companies have been on a steady decline in sales, specifically since 2017. However, Jason's Deli has dropped in QSR rank but has seen sales growth each year since 2014. Shown on the screen are tables for the trending upwards and downwards companies and how they've done in sales growth over time. As you can see, the trending upwards companies have all grown at least 40% since 2014, and whereas the trending downwards have seen very little growth, with only Jason's Deli having a double-digit growth. The visuals on the screen show the system sales growth and sales per unit growth of the 6 trending upwards companies. Along the top are the growths by year in percentage for better visualization. The next visuals show each individual company and their system-wide sales growth and their unit sales growth. Overall, these 6 companies have seen very steady growth in both system sales and unit sales since 2014. On the opposite end, the companies that are trending downward haven't been doing so well. The average growth of these companies for system-wide sales and sales per unit was very marginal at the beginning and has since dipped into the negatives. Individually, these companies aren't doing so well either, as you can see from the screen. In the past 3 years, none of these companies have seen double-digit percentage growths for either system sales or unit sales. However, some of them have seen losses in the double digits. Moving on, let's look at some segment trends. The burger segment tops all the segments, with 14 unique companies making up the 58 represented, or 24%. Those 14 companies make up 81 of the 300 spots from the past 6 years, 27%, which is 26 more spots than the number 2, which is chicken with 55. The seafood segment is represented the least with only 2 companies totaling 6 appearances, and it hasn't appeared on the QSR 50 since 2017. Although it is represented the most, the burger segment only has the 4th highest average total units, but the highest average sales per unit by almost double compared to the 2nd place, which is chicken. The visuals on the screen showcase average units and sales for segments along with the unique companies and total appearances. Getting a little more in-depth, in system-wide sales, burger had the highest average sales each year until 2019 when snacks overtook the number 1 spot. In contrast, chicken consistently has the lowest average system sales, being the lowest besides seafood each year except 2016 when snacks dipped just below it. The landscape changes a little bit when switching from average system-wide sales to median system-wide sales. Snacks are still number 1 in 2019, but pizza was strongly in the lead for most of the prior years. Looking at units, sandwich has been seeing a large dip in change in units since 2015. Conversely, snacks has been rising significantly since 2016. The other segments have fluctuated year to year and have remain relatively consistent. In regards to rank, snacks and pizza are doing the best for median rank. Pizza has had the highest median rank each year until this past year in 2019 when snacks beat it by just 2 spots. Speaking of snacks, since 2015 the median rank has jumped from 40 to 17. Unfortunately, sandwich has been on a downwards trend overall, dropping from 20 to 32 in median rank since 2015. So what segments are moving the most? Since 2015, sandwich change in unit has dipped, including negative change in units in 2018 and 2019. There's a large dip from 2014 to 2015 in terms of median rank, when Quizno went from 32 to unranked and Einstein Bros Bagels came in at 50, and it has failed to recover since in that regard. It appears that Quiznos gave sandwich segment a large boost to keep up with other segments, although more prior years would need to be looked at to confirm this. On a positive trend is snacks. It has seen a large increase in median rank since 2017. This was also the last year Jamba Juice has appeared on the QSR 50, which placed between 48 and 50 in 4 appearances, which has affected the average rank. Snacks has seen a steady growth in change in units. This is most likely due to Starbucks and Dunkin' being a part of that segment. With the increasing total units, the average and median system-wide sales has jumped significantly for snacks. When it comes down to it, what makes or breaks a chain? It appears that success or failure tends to lie within system-wide sales and, to a lesser extent, total changes in unit. Many of the trending upward companies that were previously looked at have been seeing consistent increase in sales, whereas trending downward companies have been fluctuating or consistently declining over the past several years. As stated previously, total change in units seems to also affect the system-wide sales, which then determines the success or failure of a chain. The 6 trending upward companies have all seen unit growth between 61 and 73 since 2014, and only 1 negative change in total units, which was Little Caesars in 2019 with a negative 74. On the other hand, the 5 trending downward companies have seen negative change in totals at least once since 2014, besides Jason's Deli, which has seen a total growth of 45 since 2014. Jason's Deli and Papa Murphy's have positive change in total units since 2014, but Papa Murphy's has seen a change in total units of negative 94 and negative 86 in the past 2 years, so who knows what will happen in 2020. The remaining 3 trending downwards, Boston Market, Church's Chicken, and White Castle, have all seen negative total change in units with no positive change higher than 10 since 2014. With all this information now presented, the recommendation for investment is in the company El Pollo Loco. It belongs in the chicken segment, which has seen the highest median sales per unit in 2019 and has been on the rise since 2014. To avoid saturation of the market, El Pollo Loco is not allowing future franchises to occupy California, Nevada, Utah, and Arizona currently, which is shown from the visual. As a result, it is recommended that the expansion of El Pollo Loco occurs in Colorado, specifically in Denver. El Pollo Loco has guidelines set up on franchising a location online for potential investors to look at. The visual on the right-hand side gives a breakdown of everything. Erring on the side of caution, a potential investor is looking at investing at least $750,000 for a location. Since 2016, an El Pollo Loco location can expect to see around $1,800,000 in sales per year. Individual units have seen a small dip in sales growth in the past 2 years, but nothing worth noting as more units begin to contest one another in various states, such as the previously aforementioned that no longer can have future franchises at the moment. The Denver area, fast food is prevalent, but not many restaurants fall into the chicken segment besides Chick-fil-A. More restaurants fall into the burger category, so El Pollo Loco's largest threat in the market will be Chick-fil-A. Weather in Denver has potential to affect operations with snowstorms and risky driving conditions occurring in the winter. Denver sees rainfall, but not a large amount throughout the year. Temperatures in Denver range based on the season as well. Based on its location, Denver does feel the threat of some natural disasters, most commonly being earthquakes and tornadoes, but it does see hailstorms and floods. The county of Denver reported 3,585 diagnoses in 2018, with animal bites, hepatitis C, and influenza as the biggest health issues impacting the residents. In addition, Denver County takes sanitation at restaurants seriously, with restaurants being fined up to $3,500 in 2019. Very few QSR Top 50 restaurants appeared on the list of finds. In the end, restaurants from various segments have been trending upwards and downwards, with snack segments on the rise and sandwich segment falling below. System-wide sales, which are affected by total change in units, appears to be the deciding factor for a chain's success. A recommendation of investing in El Pollo Loco was given with the location of Denver, Colorado. Thank you for your time. Thank you.